work them or some combination of the both. And the life rafts, as they're being lowered down to the deck, are twisting, turning, and people are getting thrown around. They pulled those boats back up and just put the people back onto the ship, and then they never came back for us.
Really?
So
how did you just self-evacuate?
We rambled around the ship looking for the best way to go. Some of us ran to the lower deck, some of us ran to the upper deck. When we were afraid that the stairways were flooded with water, we made ropes. We made ladders out of ropes and used those ladders to climb down from the outer fourth deck to the third deck, where we could...
This is live coverage provided by CNN on NZNN Global.
We climbed down the ship with rope ladders, and we waited clinging to those rope ladders for 3.5 hours. My family was picked up at 3 o'clock in the morning by one of the lifeboats that had brought people to shore and came back. The people manning these boats were just cooks and shopkeepers in the boat. They weren't the sailors. It wasn't the captain or the officers. It was never heard from any of those guys. Never heard their voices. Never saw any of them. They never helped us to evacuate. We were totally abandoned. When we got to shore, we were never told where to go. We were never told to gather anywhere. People curled up in churches and in shops, and then in the morning, boats came, and we were just told to get on the boats, but we were given no reason why. We weren't told where we were going or what the next plan was. We were never told who was in charge or what was going to happen to us. We didn't know who was alive. We didn't know where we were
This
going.
is live NZNN coverage of CNN on the shipping disaster in Italy.
Conditions and forced through hallways to sort ourselves into destinations or embarkation cities, and then they put us onto another set of buses and pulled us back to Rome, where when we arrived we found that there was no one from Costa on our buses at all. When we tried to ask questions, who is the person from Costa? There was no one there. We asked the hotel manager, where's the person from Costa? And the hotel manager had never heard of any person from Costa. They weren't told about this drop-off. It was just a random, we were just dumped at a hotel. So we still, to this point, I've been awake for 40 hours. It's been 24 hours since the catastrophe. I still have never spoken with a person from Costa. I still haven't gotten any clothes or food or money from Costa. We're just stranded. We have nothing.
A harrowing tale, and that is not atypical from what we're hearing from passengers. And this is not the first accident involving Costa ocean liners. It's Genoa-based. This cruise line has been plagued by a number of recent mishaps, so we're going to go down a list here. 2010, 3 crew members killed, 4 passengers injured. This was with the Costa Europa. It was docking at the Egyptian port of Sharm el-Sheikh during high winds. Later that year, 3 people were injured when the Costa Classica collided with a cargo ship in the Yangtze River while returning to Shanghai from an Asian cruise. Go back to 2009, the Costa Europa again developing engine problems. The Costa Romantica was evacuated because of a fire in the generator room. And then in 2008, the Costa Concordia, the same ship involved in this latest incident, hit a dock in Palermo, and the Costa Atlantica nearly collided with a car transporter in the English Channel. Well, could Iraq be sliding back into sectarian warfare? That is the fear.
Okay, so this concludes this evening's version of the latest on the Italian shipping disaster. We will have more as it comes to hand. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll bring you more as it comes to hand. Grady Connell, NZNN Global News. Coverage is provided by CNN.